chat? How's it going? Navi Max, welcome to stream. Thank you for joining. Hi, welcome. How are you? Yeah, of course you can chat before you go to sleep. How's your day? How have you been? Hope it's going well. Yeah, thank you for dropping by. I appreciate that, especially so late. What's up, Pajdu? What's up, Danny? What's up, Lynx? How's it going? I hope you guys are having a good day. I have been trying to mostly prep up stream for most of today. Let me turn the music down just a little bit. Yeah, that should be good. Exhausted but hanging by a thread. Yeah. I hope you get a good rest then. I hope that you're able to rest up a little bit, get some good eep, you know. Hope that hopefully tomorrow is less exhausting since it'll be the weekend. But yeah, how's everyone in chat doing? How are you doing? What's going on? How's your day? I hope you're doing well. I walked too much today. I saw you walked so much. That's crazy, actually. That was a lot. I honestly, I think I've only done that a couple times, like on road trips and stuff like that, where I've walked for tons and tons of times. So, you know, going on like hiking and stuff like that, it's never really super been my thing, but you know, we'll see. I didn't even get what I wanted. Yeah, what did you want? What was your goal? What's up, Teal? How's it going? Your day was okay, Pajdu. I'm glad. I'm glad you had a good day then. What's up? I'm excited. I'm excited for a chill stream. I felt a little bit eepy today, a little bit tired, so I was like, perfect. I gotta put on my comfy clothes, and today we get to just like do some chill semi ASMR type stuff. So, I don't know that it's 100%. Again, that's why I don't ever change the category. I feel like this is more like a very soft, comfy Zatsu stream. That's what it feels like to me. So I don't feel like it's fully dedicated. What's up? How's your day, Teal? How are you doing? How are you? Thank you for coming to stream. I appreciate it. Are we gonna show off chat's art today? Oh yeah, most definitely. I think this would be a good stream for that actually. Because I was trying to figure out a lot of I was trying to figure out exactly, like, I was looking through books and everything else and all of that stuff. Like, I wanted to kind of see, like, look into reading streams, but you know, like, oddly enough, you know, I know you wouldn't think this, but like when you go to look for bedtime stories, you know, things that are, you know, relaxing to read, chat, and you know, just something like cozy and whatnot. Most of what you find are all those bedtime stories that you were read as a child. So, very few that are not. I've struggled to find just like very relaxing books to read. And then I was like, well, maybe I'll look around for like, I don't know, like anyone else who's like done like reading for stream, you know, like, well, what else have they read? And most of those books were like, oh, you want books for streaming? Okay, well, let me just talk to you about like the economics of streaming. I was like, oh God, Jesus. Okay, never mind. I wanted a new choker because mine's slowly dying. Oh. I've never worn a choker before, actually. I think it's like a cool stylistic piece, though, right? I don't know. I don't know that I would be. I like from a glance, it looks like something that would be uncomfortable for me. Like I don't know. Like I know that a lot of people say like it's not, and it's usually not that bad, but I always feel like it would be like uncozy for me because it's, you know, on my neck and all that stuff. But I'm spending my night by sending funny green people into space, just playing Kerbal Space Program. Kerbal Space Program is such a complicated game, man, but I do like it. I like that it's out there, you know. Bedtime Story with Oren. I wanted to do that, but I could not find anything. So Stream Elements is not awake yet. No. Mm-mm-mm. I had the exam. I did so bad. No, I'm sure it didn't go that awful. I'm sure you did great. You've been practicing and working on, studying and all that stuff. I'm sure you did fine. I just don't feel the best today, but I'm looking forward to a comfy stream. Yeah. We're hopefully, look, my goal, my secret goal is to try and put someone who's late at night, I'm trying to put one of chat members to sleep. I'm feeling mischievous. I want to make someone go to bed, fall asleep on stream, in the cozy stream. So if I do that, then that's like goal succeeded for me. You did your best, and that's what matters. Yeah, exactly. You did great. It's 10 p.m. here. Ooh, I'll get someone. I'll get someone. I'll get one of you. Don't worry. Your brain is smart enough. Yeah, you guys probably did fine. You did great. Also, I just had to say, well, like in relation to the art stuff yesterday, like I know we did the art stream. I really like that. I want to do more of that type of stream. It's actually really fun to like have like kind of like a prompt or like a drawing that everyone in chat that wants to participate works on, and seeing like all the stuff that we did, like how it, like the differences between everyone's art and whatnot. It was really fun. I liked it a lot. I don't know, like you guys, I'm honestly I feel a little bit shown up by like just how good everyone did like on their art and stuff. It was really like really good. I loved all of it. I couldn't go through and heart every single drawing, but it was all really great, so I'm excited. I learned staging, but building is my weak side. Yeah, I have no clue. I don't have the patience to learn that game, I don't think. So I'm already tired. I was falling asleep before this. What if everyone fell asleep? If all of chat falls asleep, then I think that's a good way to end stream. There will be no one to raid. Chat will all be in bed, all, blankets over them and everything. Head pats for chat before they go to bed. Little forehead kiss. So, you can do that real easy with me. Thank you. To be honest, you already did a few times because your voice is so calming. Thank you. I appreciate that. I took a nap before stream. Dang it. Oh, no. I was banking on it, but no one will chat though. I know. I don't mind. I'm used to having streams where most people just want to like lurk or hang out. It's fine. No, I'll fall asleep in my chair like that. Yeah. I was dozing off. I should have done that. But no, I don't mind. But yeah, what have you guys been up to? Have you worked on more art stuff? Have you done anything interesting today? You got any interesting weekend plans? I know I'll be around for one more stream tomorrow before I go on my vacation. So that should be fun. So, time to get cozy. We'll be telling spooky stories towards the end of stream. I maybe. So that's what I was going to talk about earlier. I looked around for a lot of stuff, and like eventually I came to the decision of like wondering whether or not I should just like read, like if I wanted to do a reading kind of part of stream, should I read like books that I just like enjoy, like books that I know I like, and share them with chat? Or alternatively, should I try to find like a good horror book and read that as well? That could be fun. There's a couple that I was looking around at and I was like, ooh, interesting. Fairy tales would be also kind of cool. I don't know, I like that idea. I like the idea of reading some of that stuff. So horror books though, yeah, no, it's an interesting idea. It's just like I'm not the most avid book reader, so I'm not really quite sure. Please no horror stories, not because I'm scared of cat, but because it'll ruin my mood. Yeah, it's okay. We won't be, if we do end up reading spooky or stuff like that, it'll be at the very end of stream, and I will I will let everyone know so that they can, if you don't want that, you can dip out of stream. But up until for the first like half or more, 3/4 of stream, we're gonna just have cozy time. So lurk, I'm gonna eat. Yeah, have a good lurk. Have good food. I hope you have yummy stuff to eat. Mm. So I've also, while working on stuff last night, I managed to catch a couple movies that I wanted to watch for a while, but I was kind of unfortunately disappointed with some of them, sadly. Um, there was a movie that came out that was called like The Devil All the Time or something like that. It was like a ominous like thriller movie, and I saw the thing and I was looking at it and I was like, oh, that looks kind of interesting, and it's got like, you know, like some interesting, like most of the cast are people that I enjoy, and like I don't know, I watched it and it's like one of those movies where I don't know if anyone else in chat has this, where everything is well acted. All of the actors do pretty decent jobs. Like there's not a bad performance, but for some reason or another, despite the really talented cast, I just don't like the movie, and I don't know why. Like I can't really pinpoint. It's like one of those movies where it's like, you know, it's like a 4, you know, 4, like it's not awful, but I'm definitely not going to recommend it to anyone, and I'm not going to probably watch it again. So yeah, it's like a weird thing. I can't really place why I don't like it. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm just like, you know. But I really wanted to. I wanted to go in. A really interesting book is Charles the Choo Choo. It's a children's book by the dude who wrote it. After chapter 4, I think it's made to be scary. That's so awful. What the heck? Why would you mark it off your children's book as like, yes, you know, great little bedtime stories for the kids, and then all of a sudden it just turns into a nightmare fuel book? That's awful. I wanna at least go in, you know, if I'm going in to read some you know, real horror stuff, like I want to go in knowing that that's what I'm going in for. If I thought I was going in for cozy children's bedtime story, that's what I would want. I remember growing up, whenever I'd get in trouble, and like get grounded for like a week or so, I was basically like, my dad would take like all of my books. Why don't you read badly translated manga? I would so do that. I love that idea. That if you can find me it, because I don't know where I would even find it, I will most certainly read that. That sounds like an amazing idea. But no, I used to have like one book in my room, like basically all my like fun books, like the ones with like pictures and all that stuff that I actually enjoyed reading, would get like taken out of my room, and I had one book, and I don't even remember what it was called. I remember that basically I read that book so many times. I think it's honestly the reason that I didn't really get into book reading. I read that book so many times, and it was such an awful book. It was basically like a fictional, like a Civil War novel that someone got me when I was like a kid or something for some reason, and it was just bad. It was such an awful book, and you gotta think, I'm like a 7 or 8, you know. It's not really the thing that like captures your attention. I think I read through it fully once or twice, and I was like, okay, you know, this is fine, I guess, but it's not for me. It's gonna be fun today. 15 minutes and my Wi-Fi has already died again twice. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, he wrote it and one about the cars. Oh, Stephen King. Is it like weird that I actually haven't had a lot of exposure to like Stephen King stuff? Like I really haven't read any of his books, or honestly even watched most of the movies that are like adaptations of his work. You know? Yeah, Ripley's his wife. Like I know that he's really, really good, you know, and a lot of people, like I think my mom even talked about, she tried to read one of his books at one point. I don't remember which one, but I think she literally said like it was so creepy that I couldn't finish it and I had to put it away. And I like, there's very few books like that are actually that scary. So I'm kind of curious, like, if it's something that I should look into on my own time and see if it would be something interesting. I watched The Thing, but that's John Carpenter. Ooh, The Thing is a good movie, honestly. Like if you want like a classic film, that's a pretty good one. I think there's like two versions though. There's basically the remake one and then there's the original one. And I don't think I have ever seen the remake one, so I can't speak for that. I think it came out like 2011 or something though. The only badly translated stuff I'd be able to find would be something you couldn't read on stream. No, dang it. Same with The Mist. Ooh, Mist is good. Yeah, I like the Mist movie. Yeah, I don't know I don't know who wrote that, but that was a good movie, I think, if I remember correctly. I think that movie actually like really freaked me out as a kid. But like to be fair, when I was a kid, Jurassic Park freaked me out. If anyone's ever seen that, I know that not everyone has actually watched that movie. But when I was a kid, like I remember the first Jurassic Park movie, like where the kids are getting like chased around by the raptor and stuff. I would like basically do that thing where like you have your kind of like hands over your eyes, but like two fingers are opened up so you can just like see through your fingers watching, and then whenever it gets too scary, you just like close it. um I was literally terrified. Like, and this is like, as a kid who literally loves dinosaurs, you know, my mom's the type of person that, like, when I was younger, she used to, like, buy me a ton of, like, dinosaur toys because I was obsessed. And despite all of that, I was absolutely terrified of these movies. Like, I'm gonna try to fall asleep, have fun, or already having sleeping problems. Good night, everyone. Hope stream goes well. Thank you so much, Navi. I appreciate it. I hope you have a really good sleep. I hope that you are able to fall asleep well. And yeah, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. Also, fun fact: the colorized version of The Mist was never meant to be released. Ooh, that's weird. Interesting. Yeah. Good night, Navi. I love those movies. I feel like the third movie is not very good, personally. You know? And like the second one has its own issues. I feel like the first one's pretty perfect though, you know? It's like a good dinosaur movie. It's got that right amount of like spook, scare, and other things going on, but I don't know. I didn't watch all the sequel films or anything like that. I stuck to the originals and you know, kind of. I think I watched Jurassic World when it came out, and I think that the only scene from Jurassic World that like really stuck with me was that awful scene of that one lady that like gets attacked near the end of the movie, and I was like, oh god, that's awful. I hate that. I don't want to like talk about it too much because obviously I don't want anyone trying to go to sleep to think about evil dinosaurs. So. I love dinos, so I don't want to risk getting scared of them by watching Jurassic Park or World. Look, alright, all I gotta say is that I still love dinosaurs, I think, deep down, but there was a brief period of time where I was like, I don't want to see the T-Rex anymore. I had a brief period of time where raptors and stuff like that were like, oh, I don't see them anymore. I want to go back to Triceratops. I want to do anything that doesn't eat meat. If it eats grass, then I can be friends with it. So my mom loves Jurassic Park, so I've seen all of them because the case. Oh, yeah. I remember my mom accidentally put on Spaceballs instead of Star Wars. I mean, oh my god, though, could you imagine? Like you think you're going in to watch like Star Wars, which the original like trilogy I think are pretty classic, and then all of a sudden Spaceballs comes on, which is still a really good movie. Like it's a funny movie, but like I would love to think that you just for some reason never figured out that wasn't Spaceballs, and like instead you just thought for the rest of your life that was what Star Wars was. And you're like, why is everyone talking about it like it's some like deeply dramatic thing? I mean, it seemed like a comedy. That would be hilarious to me. Oh god. One, I feel so bad for you too, because one, that's an awful movie in the first place, and two, like, yeah, no, definitely not a kids movie. Oh god, I remember the fiasco of that movie's release, and like basically just, I don't know. It was one of those things where it's like it's so bad that pretty much everyone universally agreed that it should be purged from any archive. Get rid of it forever. We don't need any record of it. So, it was horrific. I saw it when I was like 14. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Head pats for Teal. Poor Teal, having to watch awful movies from the age of 14 up. Man, she really scarred you then. I mean, I've watched a lot of really bad movies, I think. When I was a kid. That even then I was like, yeah, no, this isn't great. But, you know, my kid brain was like, this is acceptable at the very least. My mom always watched movies and series with me that wasn't meant for my age, but I learned early about drugs and somehow it was good. I used to try and do that. Like, and you get that about a lot of things, honestly. When I was a kid, I used to kind of want to do that thing where it's like, oh, I'm cool. Yeah, I can watch big boys things. I can do adult stuff. Yeah, sure. Yeah, no. Scary movie? I got that, huh? You know, wait, what? Gonna go do something? Yeah, I can do that. I'm like, 7 years old. And I'm legitimately most of the time that I would try to do that, where I watch like anything that was like actually spooky or like anything like that. It legitimately terrified me so bad that I think I like left the room and I was like, all right, never mind, I'm good. I'm gonna go play with my action figures now. Does anyone know the old cartoonish movie called Food Wars? I don't think so. I don't think so. It sounds like I should though. The only bad thing I got was my fear of zombies. So that's where it comes from. Have we started to beat that with The Walking Dead though? I mean, did watching Paul Jesus, karate, or wall run, drop kick a zombie, did that help your fear? Knowing that he'll be there to protect you, when it's all looking pretty bad, when you think that it's all over, Paul Jesus from The Walking Dead will run up to save you. He'll take care of those zombies, no problem. She put it on for my younger sister and went shopping. I woke up and heard some. Wait, what is this? Oh, I heard some line that's like, pull out the room, put Star Wars on. Oh god, not Food Wars. I still remember the definitely not 1930 German food man. What the heck, chat? I feel like you've dug up some ancient stuff that I've never heard of. Anything from the 1940s, I feel like, unless it's like Popeye the Sailor Man, I'm not gonna know it. Or like really old Tom and Jerry. A part of me, I mean, does anyone else ever get that? A part of me like sometimes wants to like travel back in time and like take like not an entire day, which I think I did when I was sick as a kid, but like take some amount of time to like watch just like old cartoons and see if I get the same amount of like enjoyment out of it. I don't know, because like as a kid I loved it, but I don't know if I would now. But I'm curious. I want to know if it's something that I'm just missing out on. No, it's not 1940s, but the dude from it was looking at German. Okay. No, The Walking Dead didn't do anything but Outlast. I'm still scared of realistic ones. Yeah, Outlast is inventing new fears for a lot of people apparently, like fear of mannequins or drills or ladies with drill puppets. But that's besides the point. I'm scared. Whatever. I don't want to be associated with it. Let me take it. So, to be honest, I play the first Outlast all the time. I feel like the first Outlast game was not as scary as the Outlast Trials. Is that just me? It's kind of like a comfort game for me. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I kind of knew generally what to expect, I guess, going into it. But I don't think I found it very scary until I played until we did the DLC stream where I played it on the hardest difficulty. That was scary, but for other reasons. Because after we hit like the 2.5 hour mark and I died and had to go all the way back to the beginning, yeah, I was kind of scared to have that happen again. So it wasn't a fun time. Anyone seen the oldest movie called Cats Don't Dance? I don't think so. Anytime we talk about like oldish animated cat movies, I always think of the Aristocats. that's about it. That's like the only thing that like occupies any space in my mind. I don't know why, but the big guy chasing after me feels oddly comforting. He just wants to give you a big hug. Our big, strong, muscle-bound dad is coming to just, make sure that we're okay. Aristocats is so cute. It's still one of my favorites. It is an adorable film that makes me like cats so much more. Like, oh, it makes me want to snuggle. Just like grab him up and just like cuddle him in my arms and stuff like that. I'm just like, love it. Mannequins are basically zombies. I mean, they're both scary and brainless. Gotcha. So KBS update. You've been orbiting like 3 planets for 12 years now. Apparently most astronauts they don't stay up there for that long. So maybe we should bring the Kerbals back home. I mean, I'm not a scientist, but and I don't understand Kerbal that much. It's very complicated, but maybe. Give me one sec. I ran out of fuel. Kerbal Space Program is such like a shoddy like thing half the time unless you're like really good at the game. It's so sad to be like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, Jonathan Kerbal. We did shoot you right up into space. You are orbiting our planet. Very first Kerbal into space. Very very great honor. Anyway, I miscalculated. You don't have enough fuel, so good luck. Like, that's so depressing. He's just floating up there. I just imagine that like when the next spaceship gets like shot up, there's just like they see him, he's just like standing at the window, he's just waving like, hello friends. Is it possible to pull a Cowboy Bebop and get like space trucking though, I don't know how many people actually watch that show, but if anyone has, does anyone remember the heavy metal queen? She's like a badass space trucker. One of my favorite side characters in that show. I have a few, but she's up there as like one of my favorites. And there's a whole episode just devoted to like her and her giant space U-Haul truck basically. It's very cool to me almost. I don't know. Cowboy Bebop. Danny, have you actually watched that show? Have you seen all of it? And then follow-up question, did you also watch some of the other stuff that's like very similar? I don't know if it's made by the same person. I can never remember, but like if not made, inspired by like Samurai Champloo and I think Space Dandy. Space Dandy is definitely, I think if I remember correctly, inspired by Cowboy Bebop. I don't remember if they're connected or if it's just like inspired by, but I do remember hearing that. I never watched Space Dandy though, which I probably need to, honestly. I still need to find the movie. I still have not seen that movie. It makes me sad, and I know that people in chat were like, Oren, I found it right here. I literally looked it up after stream and it was like, oh, nope, not available in your region. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? The amount of like shows or movies that just don't show up for me but show up like literally it happens all the time where Yuki has to stream stuff for me because half the time something will be available on like one of his like platforms but not for me for some reason. It's just not there. The United States Netflix, I guess, just hates me or something. I haven't finished it yet, but me and Ed are practically the same person. Ed is one of those characters that you either love or despise. Okay, I feel like that's how it goes. You're either pro Ed or you're just like, you think that Ed's the worst addition to the show. And I feel like I'm kind of on the middle ground. I used to hate Ed, but then like Ed started to grow on me, and I was like, okay, never mind. Actually, this isn't awful. I think here is one thing. While I like the English dub for Cowboy Bebop quite a bit because it has what's his name? I can't remember the voice actor's name, but the guy who basically plays Spike, and Jet actually, and honestly Faye, those three characters are like good enough performances like in the English dub to like carry the entire show. But I do think I like Ed more in Japanese actually. There's just something about it that makes them less less like, I don't want to say annoying because I don't think they're super annoying, but it's just there's something about the voice that's I don't know. It's interesting. So, Radio Static Gemini, we got some good and bad news. Good news, you're the first Kerbal in space. Bad news, you'll be orbiting around the sun for approximately 50 years. Before you maybe land on a planet. It's so awful. Isn't there a second game of that coming out, actually? I'm not quite sure. I haven't really been keeping up with my Kerbal knowledge. I'm not really up to date on that fact, but I think there might be. You know, this is a random thought because we've been, for the past few streams, we've been listening to a lot of like lo-fi stuff while we, you know, just kind of hang out and stuff. Yeah, KBS is now, I think, in open beta. I hope that goes well then. I don't know that I'll get it, but I hope it goes well. That'd be cool. What do you call it? Because we listen to so much lo-fi, there's like a deep part of my soul that like wants really badly to like sit down and learn how to play the piano. Like for no other reason other than just like because I literally have albums on my phone from like pianists that I really, really enjoy, or because I want to play some of the stuff that we hear on stream. It's just really nice. It's so relaxing. I think that like instrumental piano music is like the perfect music to work to. I don't know. Lo-fi is great, but I legit started listening to synthwave. Synthwave is cool too. I know. I don't know. There's a lot of music genres. I'm a huge cyberpunk guy though. Cyberpunk's really very, very, very cool. I didn't really get into the game very much, and I still haven't watched Edge Runners, but I like the aesthetic of it, I guess. I think it's a very cool design. So I think it's like a more interesting take on futuristic stuff, I guess. I don't know. The only other thing that I can think of that really kind of like compares for me, like in that same, I guess kind of almost like realistic futurism to some degree, is like Blade Runner. I really like Blade Runner's aesthetic and like world building. Like instrumental violin music. Ooh, that would be so cool. I have a friend who actually plays the piano, and another friend who, literally the same friend, their brother plays the violin, so maybe I'll have to, one day I'll just come on stream and, you know, like my mic will turn on and you'll just hear some soft violin, and I'll be like, oh, hello chat. Well, let me throw on my fancy mustache. Oh, hello chat. Well, I've just learned the violin, yes, I'll be attending a performance soon. Yes, I'm quite good now. I've been practicing for many months to get to this point. I don't know any of the violin songs off the top of my head. Oh wow, how fancy, I know. I'll throw on my little like, what are they called? Toupee or something like that. No, is a toupee a wig or a hat? I don't remember. What's the little like French, not a beret, but like the little French hat that's really fancy? I don't remember. I can't remember if a toupee is a wig or a hat. I don't know why. A part of my brain is like, wait, no, that's like hair or something. Oh, I mean like the whole genre. Oh, okay, gotcha. I always associate cyberpunk with um just generally like the game or like that actual like by name that thing, you know, less so. Toupee is a wig. There you go. Yeah, that's hair. Okay. I was right. Okay, so no, I do not come with a toupee. That would be weird. There is something deeply upsetting about the thought of having hair on top of the bag that makes me hurt inside. I have the Cyberpunk Bang, but I have not yet to play it. I have it as well, and I have yet to um, reinstall or retouch it. Honestly, I'm just not very interested. So, mm, the hello chat sounded like Merryweather. I need to watch more Mary, honestly. Mary's got a really good vibe whenever I watch like clips or very small videos. It's very, very funny. I need like an infinite amount of I need an infinite amount of time to watch more streamers that I enjoy, honestly, like catch more stuff that they do. I mean, new DLC is coming out for 2077. Yeah, I've heard. I mean, I know it's gotten patched and it's got a bunch of stuff, and a lot of people really like it now, but like, I don't know. Maybe one day in the far future. Mary's best doggo. Mm-hmm. Very, very cute. Very funny. Um, very talented. I think, I don't know if Chow would agree. For anyone who is a very a big fan, but I talked about Blade Runner like just a minute ago. I am of the opinion that the second Blade Runner movie, the sequel, is better than the first one. Now hear me out. I think the first movie didn't age super well, in the sense that it was like very monumental, but like I feel like my enjoyment of it is lessened by like just certain little things, like certain performances being kind of weird and then others being absolutely amazing. And it's just, I don't know. I've never watched it. I have to put it on the movie night list then. That's what we're gonna do. That's another thing about Discord, like the movie night stuff in general, right? I do we want to do shows as well? Because here's the thing, I'm a little hesitant to do like a show for movie night, even though there's a lot of really good shows that like not everyone in chat has seen and some other people have. But like the reason being that it obviously takes a lot of commitment to like stay on top of that, and you know, I don't know how often we'll do the streams. Like there might be a week where we don't have a movie night or anything like that. So I don't know. I'm not sure if like it's I don't know. I'm not sure if it's like something that would work super well, or if I want to keep it just like movies so that it's like very self-contained, you know, it's not a big deal if you can't show up to one, cuz that's another thing, you know. Um if you can't show up to like a movie night and we're watching a show, it kind of sucks, because like if we're watching a show, it's like, you know, if you missed out, then you know you missed out. So like 12 episode anime or 2 to 3 goes. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna be like, all right, chat, we're watching all of One Piece now. You know, like I'm not gonna do that to you. That would be a little much. But even still, I would feel bad if people obviously couldn't show up one day or something. To be honest, I watch like two kinds of VTubers. One is like Oren, aka Wholesome Cute People. For example, Yami Oren, Johnny Liz, and Lude, for example, Project Melody and Vox. Is Vox that lewd though? This really shows how like unknowing I am. I don't know. I don't really know a lot about a lot of other people, to be honest. Yeah? That's really funny to me then. Good for him. Have a marathon day? Actually not a bad idea. Actually not a bad idea. If we could set it up properly, I wouldn't mind doing that. Maybe we'll test that on one of my vacation days or something. Have you seen his streams? He's not as bad as Hex though. I don't even know who Hex is, so. Like I told you, his office ASMR. That's like the one thing that like I know I probably could do, but I want to avoid. Um, I think it's funny. Like here's my thoughts. I think it's funny to make lewd jokes or comments, you know, or like say things that come across or could be interpreted as such, just as like a catch you off type of guard type of thing. I guess, you know, like I think it's funny, you know, to just be like have Chad be like, Oren, what the heck? Like I don't know. I that's literally the only reason I do have for that stuff, but I don't think I would ever want to actually be a full-on lewd tuber. Like I don't want to ever read like lewd ASMR or do anything like that. I don't know. It's not really my thing. And I feel like it kind of leads to like a slippery slope where I don't know, you could obviously attract the wrong type of people, and it's just not what I'm going for. So, it would also be weird. I don't know. I wouldn't enjoy it, I don't think, fully. Mr. Hack's AWire. I once went to the bathroom. He was talking about how he loves his mom and came back and heard him talking about. It's so funny though. I love that. I love like being able to trend like just I don't know. That's just very funny to me. It would be like one of those moments where you like have to do a double check on how long you were gone. Like, do we make a sharp transition into like a different type of stream? I'd be like me sitting here talking about like, you know, Chad, I really love my grandmother. She's super sweet, super nice, nicest woman alive, you know, could be friends with anyone. And then like you go like get a water and come back and I'm like, anyway, who wants to read like this lewd manga or manhwa with me? That's what we're doing for the rest of the ASMR stream. It's so fucking funny. Yeah. I was like, how long was I away for? So Liz on. But yeah, I don't know. I think for me, I'm just kind of. I've always had the mentality that I will continue to tumble and fall and kind of find my own path until I get into stuff that's I don't know. I'll find the things I like and hopefully I'll be good at them. So that's kind of my my goal. I don't really know what I'll end up doing. I don't know what types of streams I'll do, what people are interested in. I'm dipping my toes in like so many different things right now, like trying to see if like maybe different types of I don't know, like I don't know if people like comfy chatting streams like this, art stuff, you know, it's a lot of stuff. I went in knowing I wanted to do doing a variety of different things, but I don't know. I feel like there's obviously been some things that don't work and other things that have. So, we'll see. I'm just glad. At the end of the day, I'm just glad that whenever something doesn't work out or whenever I do kind of trip and fall, I always have chat to be here, obviously. So, thank you for the head pat. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. So that's always my thing. I have chat to fall back on whenever things are, you know, whenever things are as they are. So I read so many. I probably read the most lewd ones here. Mwah. Kiss for chat. Mwah. Orin, you are and always was or will be the cutest baggy ever. Thank you. I appreciate that. So it's very, very sweet. Thank you. I think the only thing that I want to do, like, in the future, I would love to do some collabs with certain people. I don't know. My only, like, unwillingness to do it is that I want to make sure that everyone's going to have a fun time, you know? Like, not just, like, I want to make sure that, like, the stream itself won't just be, like, feel forced or something like that. Like, I want to make sure that it's, like, a good stream and that, like, people like you know, in the chat and also the person that I'm doing that with will have fun. So I don't know, maybe at some point, you know, if people end up wanting to do that with me, I don't know. I'm really bad at doing that type of stuff, honestly. I'm not a very social person. I'm not a social butterfly. It's hard for me to like, I don't know, like meet new people. So it's a little hard for me to like set stuff up like that because I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's difficult for me. So sometimes I don't agree. For example, at time TL I think left because something. It's something, but hey, okay, on guitar. Okay, I was very confused. But no, I think things are, yeah. I want all of chat to feel like you know, just to say socializing is hard. Oh, a Genshin argument. I feel like a Genshin argument is such a non-argument. That's I feel like there's that's just a very any game argument's very non-argument. No, I left. There you go. Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, no, socializing is hard. The biggest thing that I want to make sure is that everyone has like a safe space to hang out in. That's I would say that's my number one goal. Making sure that all of chat just feels comfortable to hang out and, you know, be here and chill. I love because he didn't admit that Goro is better than Noelle. Yeah, jokingly, I hung on to my Noelle, my Noelle stuff. That was very funny. The funniest thing about that, Lynx, was the fact that you couldn't get back into the Discord for a little bit. I'm curious. Okay, here's another thing I'm curious about. Unrelated. I think after this, once we hit that like hour mark, once we're at an hour, we'll probably transition into looking at art and stuff, and interviewing our artists, getting their thought process. You know, making it very fancy. Maybe even doing some comparison. The link didn't work. Sweating bullets over there. Has Chad, have you ever had a game that you feel like just like you get into it, or like you've gotten into it a couple times, but it like every time you go back to it, it just absolutely like absorbs you, you know, like just takes over. Like those games where you're like, I gotta be careful, man. If I get back into this, I don't know how long it'll be before I come out. Yes, I'm curious what it is then for everyone. Most recently, okay, Genshin for Lynx. I should have seen that one coming. Recently for me, it's been Project Zomboid, where that and like a game called Kenshi that I've talked about before, where when I've gotten into those games, it's a struggle. It's a struggle to get out of it. I think way back in the day, I would have said like World of Warcraft, you know, where I was just like, because it's the same mentality as Genshin, I think. You know, I played WoW for a long time. I was like, I gotta get on, gotta do my dailies, gotta, you know, do all that stuff, make sure I grind and all that. And I feel like at this point, right, that's the reason why I'm almost like not as interested in those games. It's like I've already done that, man. I already devoted like 5 years of my life to the grind, you know. So those types of games, unless they're really good, usually that's like a turn off for me to some degree. I have so many husbands there, I can't possibly abandon them. Why does that give me the same syndrome as people that were like very attached to their Tamagotchis, you know? like the people that like, and I don't blame you, honestly, but like it's the thing of like, do you ever see like the people that like, yep, I've been raising my Tamagotchi for 20 years, and I'm like, that's some commitment right there. Mine would be dead in like a month. I'd like forget to feed it for like days. I'd be like, I'm kind of bored. I'd come back. But I remember there's some people that are very dedicated. That was like their pet, since, you know, real pets maybe just didn't work, and they're like, I got my Tamagotchi, it's fine. I'm like, that's cute though. I like that. But gotta keep the Kava happy. Yes. If you don't look, chat, this is an order, all right? If you don't keep my boy Hal happy, I'm gonna come kick down your Genshin house door. I'm gonna throw stuff on the floor until you do. That, or I'm gonna roll on the floor and just like be a menace. Kava better be happy. He deserves the world and everything more, simply because of his appearance. I know nothing about his character. I know I have very shaky ground to stand on, but That is where I'm at. For me, it's Cyberpunk 2077 or Far Cry 5. I never got into the Far Cry games. I don't know why. More never for me, personally. I like the aesthetic of some of them though. I think that the design of some of them is really pretty. I once had a farm game on my 3DS and I didn't know the animals can die. I cried so hard when my first cow Soma died. Oh, that's so sad. Cow has a nice ass. I mean vision. Preach. Chat, preach. I love the open worlds feel alive. That's a really hard thing to do. You either get Ubisoft open world or you get like an actually good one. And I don't know. There's a lot of times where it's like I feel like the hardest thing about an open world is like how do you design an open world that both feels dense and like alive, but also has like moments where it's just like nature and you're fine with that, you know? Like I don't know. It's a very like hard like kind of medium to hit, I think, honestly, because there's some that lean too far and where there's like nothing and like I don't know. It's I don't know. I'm not even though I went to school for game design, I am not a game designer, so I don't, at the end of the day, I don't know. All right, I've never made a game like that, but I'd imagine it's probably the first thing going in. But I think there's some games that a lot of Ubisoft games that are very dense but in the wrong ways as well. A lot of the Assassin's Creed games, which by the way, I hope that Mirage is actually good. I would fucking kill for an actually good Assassin's Creed game. Like I would die to have another good one. It's been so long. I didn't even like Origins that much. I didn't even like Odyssey that much. All the recent ones have just not really been for me. And I want it to be good. I want it to be good, and I'm so worried that it's not gonna be. I want to go back to the same feeling I had when I played Assassin's Creed, like Rogue and Black Flag, which were two of the best games that they've ever made by far. Alright. Oh, and Minecraft. Oh my god, yeah. Actually, I'll talk more about Minecraft in a second. That's an interesting one for me. I just have times where I'm obsessed and I give up because I can't figure out how to get honey from bees without being stuck. I used to play Minecraft. Like the first time I played it, I didn't have a PC, like a working one. I instead I went on my Xbox and I got it on there, and I remember like watching as it, you know, slowly kind of developed, you know, like features getting brought over and stuff. And I worked hard to like get the most out of that, and I played Minecraft on my Xbox quite a bit and like made a bunch of cool stuff in my mind. And then what do you call it, like when I finally came over to PC, it was so mind-boggling, where like I went over, I was like, this game has bees, this game's got like a frog, or like, you know, like there's stuff in the water now. Like there was so much stuff that I almost felt overwhelmed. And then like I had friends that were like, oh yeah, we should download this like mod pack. Yeah, it's like a pack of like, I don't know, 100 mods or something like that, something crazy, you know, like an overhaul type thing. And I remember looking at that being like, oh my god, this is so much. That, I mean, to be fair, we have those people to thank for the one stream forever ago. I think it was the first charity stream we ever did, where we found in a cave our lifelong companion, who I have not forgot, who was Blimbo the Goblin Trader. That was an interesting time. I don't think anyone was here for that other than Danny. I think Danny was the only person that would actually remember that. that was very early on into streaming. I mean, Cyberpunk isn't like the best, but I love the fact that one spot is dense and full of people and cars everywhere and vendors selling stuff. Then you drive by the highway and you're inside this like empty, desolate. Yeah, that is a cool feel. I like that. I heard of Blimbo only from Legend. You saw like scrawled out on the cave walls the art of Blimbo and his legacy, and you're like, I've heard the legends of Blimbo. Come, let me tell you the story. I'm pulling a real Deckard Cain from Diablo, where I just like waddle my way up into the foreground. I'm like, I will teach you the ways of Blimbo and his life story. Stream Ellen's for real, like my wife. Sometimes she's dead. That's a funny statement. Lynx will never be able to spell Wi-Fi. It makes me laugh so hard. It makes for a lot of very interesting, like sentences. I gave up. Yeah, I mean, just let it happen. It's more funny that way. You know, I haven't played it for so long. I accidentally triggered a really hard boss underground. Oh my god. I don't know though. I don't know if I'll play Minecraft. Here's my problem with Minecraft. All right, there's a cycle. There's a cycle that happens within me, chat. All right, and I'll talk about it. And yes, I did go to. I saw earlier. Yeah, I did go to my college degree because I have a degree. My degree is in game design. I am a certified, according to the piece of paper I have. I am a game designer / developer. Technically, I don't actually do that. I've never actually made any like technical game, I guess, like a big one or like one that actually matters. But yes, I have technically made like small stuff, and I have programmed. So yeah, that's what my degree was for, and I hated it. So that's why I don't really use it very much. It's just not for me. So, but I did learn a lot. It was still cool at times. I learned a lot about like little general like trips and or like little like tricks and like tips and stuff for like designing and like how games are made, and it was interesting. A smart Orin though, thank you, I appreciate that. Whenever I explore the castle in Breath of the Wild, I accidentally trigger Cannon's Fight. I want to play that game so bad. For me, Minecraft is I start building, discover I'm missing something, try to find it, go back, repeat. Okay, so my cycle with Minecraft is that I start in survival and I think, all right, I'm gonna have an adventure. I start playing survival, having my adventure, building stuff, and then it always leads down this like ever spiraling rabbit hole where to basically, I'll sum up my most recent adventure. All right, the story of the last time I played, which was that I basically got started with whatever mod pack we were playing on, I don't know, and was wandering around with friends, was playing the game, getting used to mechanics, getting new stuff and whatnot, and then all of a sudden, like at one point or another, I think we went to the Nether, and there were like new Nether biomes. I was like, oh, it's so cool, I love the design. And I saw like all the different like nether hell creatures or whatever you want to call them, like, all these like inspired creatures. And I was like, the pigmen are like all cool and different. And there's different types of like, like all these other monsters and whatnot living down here. And I was like, it sent me down the path of, does Minecraft have a lore? Is there a story to Minecraft? Like, what's the deal with these pigmen? And my brain started going down that track. And as I kind of kept thinking of that, I actually recalled a mod a long time ago that I played. It was called the Aether. And it was basically like the opposite of the Nether, where it was like this like these like sky islands and stuff like that, like floating above like the clouds and everything. And then I was like, I want to find a biome similar to that. All right. And then so after that, I went up there to go and once we installed a mod for that, I went up there and I was like, all right, I'm gonna build my house up here. And then my house became the idea of, what if I built a city up here? I was like, wouldn't it be so cool to like how there's nether fortresses? It's like, wouldn't it be so cool if there was like a zone where it was like a big city, and then like, you could just go there, and maybe there's like, stuff like there, like I could have like a big library. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna just like I was like, survival would take too long. I was like, I'm just gonna go creative. And so I went into creative and I just started building by myself. I was just like, all right, I'm gonna make a whole damn city up here. And I used like reference from like different things that I enjoyed. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna start doing this, working on this. And I got pretty far in, and then my brain was like, you know what though? There's not a lot of mobs in this like mod. Like it's mostly just the environment. I was like, you know what would be kind of lacking is what if instead, like if I can't have this big like sky city if I don't have like unique creatures to like fit around my design. And so I legitimately spent an entire week and a half learning how to make, or a week learning, and then I made for the other week. I learned and made custom creatures for Minecraft to populate my city thing that I was making. And then it eventually kind of got to the point where I wasn't really playing Minecraft and it felt more like I was building like a map for people to like. It felt like I was building an MMO zone that you would go in to like get stuff. Like it didn't really feel like I was playing Minecraft anymore. And at some point or another, like I think I just fell off. But that's the spiral. That's what happens. It keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it just goes from there. Like I don't know why. That's just how my brain works. Where I'm just like, what if more? What if like more intricate? What if more stuff? Like I'm very much so for like creative world building. So Minecraft is sometimes very bad for me in that regard. Some of Minecraft is relaxing, but some of it also feels like a bad LSD trip. I wouldn't know, but I'll take your word for it. Yeah. What's up, Pink Shadow? Welcome to stream. Um, yeah, some of it's very trippy. I'm not really quite sure. I'm so bad at building in Minecraft. Like they're all boxes. I I spent a bit trying to learn how to get better at building houses and other things in Minecraft. So I'm a total builder in Minecraft, but I can never play because I don't have a PC. Oh yeah, but yeah, I play fake Minecraft on mobile. Oh, it's still fun and cool. I play on Switch. There is a MatPat video on it. Yo, I'll have to watch that. Someone send me that. I want to watch that later. I'm kind of curious. That would be interesting. It feels like it feels like one of those games, like in the same vein as like, I don't want to say like this, like it feels like one of those games that could have the same storytelling as like Dark Souls, or it would work really well for it, where it's like if items had descriptions and you could just like it feels like one of those things where you could piece together the lore and it would be kind of fun, like just as a little thing. Like it doesn't have to be super deep or complex or anything like that, but it would be like a little fun touch to like have a little bit of like knowledge on what's happening. Like I don't know, it's just kind of cool. I like that you can invent your own story obviously with it, because they just legitimately like probably one of the best sandbox games ever made. But after 33 years, I got Jeb back. Let's go! Jeb returns. Ow. The Switch is not mine, so I don't have it. Aw. It keeps getting bigger and bigger. I have the feeling. Yeah, how's your day going though, Pink Shadow? What's up? How are you doing? Welcome to stream. We're doing just a kind of chill, cozy, like ASMR-esque Zatsu stream. You know, or we're just, you know, softly chatting. I thought that would be a more fitting, an apt word for it. Soft chatting. So, yeah, I think that would be a fitting title for the future. I do want to. I need to start I need to go get the art for later. I need to go get all the artwork that chat made, the beautiful arts, so we can show it off. I don't know how I want to do that yet, though. I guess I could. I know how I'll do it. I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna save them. I'm gonna make a new folder, and I'm gonna save them in a folder specifically for this. And then we can pull that up. Let me do that real quick. And then we will have a review of all of our arts from yesterday. I'll call it chat arts. There we go. I'm hoping that I don't have to name all these though. This is There we go. Who about you? Did a big yawn. I tried to stop it, but it didn't work out. Let's see. I will try to name all these, and we'll start with the penguins, I think. Lynx, Pingo. Hold on, let me do this. Let me make sure that I can actually read chat while I'm doing that. Let's pull this over here. Okay, cool. My day is better hearing Orden's Golden Voice and ASMR. I can't thank you enough. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm still trying to figure out ASMR stuff. I want to... I don't know. It's hard for me to, like, fully figure out what to do for these, but I want to figure it out. I want to get a little bit better. Yay, art assignment. Never before has chat been so happy to have their work graded. This is Teal's Pingo. I have to say though, y'all did so much better than me on a lot of these. I am curious if chat, how many of you followed the same rules as me though? Did you just draw, like, did you just draw something that was, you know, like cute art based on the prompt, or did you also not erase, also use weird brushes? Like, I'm a little bit curious. What is this one? This is Bunny, so okay. Yay! I'm scared of the ratings. You all get golden ratings, and that's it. There's no winners. It's just I want to show chat. I want to show everyone your cool art, because I loved all of them. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna like sit here and be like, all right, well, you know, I gotta say, I really hated all of them. They're all awful. Like that'd be so mean. Plus, it's just not true. I followed the rules, no erase and different brushes. Let's go, stellar student. I only drew on one layer and used weird brushes, but I can't life without eraser. That's fair. I did traditional, so I couldn't use weird brushes, but for the latter ones, I did use pencil without erasing. Yeah, that's fair. Pencil and paper, you know. But hey, working without erasing is it's definitely hard, honestly. I didn't do it for the very last one, the thing that I still want to work on more, but I gotta find Teal's Bunny so we can review them all. I so bad. I still am like hooked up, by the way, Teal, on your OC's hair. Every day that I think about, like, I'll talk about this more in a second, actually. Let me save this first. I've talked about before that, like, I think that, like, half the time, it's definitely hard, I'll say. I think half the time, a lot of anime boys fall in the trap of having the exact same face and hair, and look really samey, honestly. His hair, yes, I don't remember what your OC is called off the top of my head, right now, but, the bird boy, I am obsessed. The hair is so good. It makes me so happy and jealous. I love it so much. I mean, I love all of it, but yeah, the hairstyle is definitely, there's something about it that's very unique that I like it. Ash, there you go. Yes. Like, I love it. I love it a lot, honestly. It's really cool and cute. It's cute and cool all at the same time. Let's start pulling up art though. Let's start showing off. We'll do it. Yeah, we'll do it in just chatting. I can slide over a little bit. I'll get closer. I'll snuggle up the chat. And then we'll have it on the left. A new source, image, browse. All right. That's so cool. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we're gonna start with the penguins. All right. He used to not have long hair, but I was like, fuck it, I wanted to have long hair. Exactly. I'm gonna go on a slight tangent here and say that there's been times where I've wondered, like, if I was ever to do like a sneak peek of like what was underneath. I don't think I ever will. I'll say this: I don't think I ever will actually, because there's something about it that's almost mysterious. But if I was to ever have like a model like sneak peek of like what's under the bag, I'm so taking inspiration from that hair design. I fucking love that so much. It's so unique. Um, and I don't want to look like every other anime boy. I don't want to have the same haircut. Because that's boring. It'd be too, I don't know. It'd be too much. I want something very, very cool like that. I don't know that I'll ever do that. I probably won't, but maybe I will. Maybe I'll eat my words, you know, a year from now, who's to say. The bag will never be fully gone though. You're too cute to be seen. Exactly, exactly. I'm not like the other boys. Exactly. I ain't like them other boys. Yeah, I like that. let me add our image though. Let's show off freaking penguins. Okay, so like I feel like no, here's the best way to do this actually. Let me do it. We'll do it a different way. We're gonna use the same one earlier. We'll do a side by side. We're gonna show off my awful art that I did. And then we'll directly have chat's art right next to it. So that'll be how we work. So here we go. Let's transition over here. I don't like my penguin. I think your penguin's adorable. Alright, so Mr. Bunny returns. A lot of things are gonna return. Things that chat doesn't probably want. Anyway, this is the thing that I was talking about earlier that I'm actually am happy about. I like this drawing. I do want to keep working on it. I have not worked on it since yesterday, but yeah. Let's get rid of this for now. I don't know. I'm really obsessed with this design. I wanna work on it. So that's my star. This is my penguin. This is my penguin that I have. This is the Pingu that we have here, and he's not great. It's a penguin in a top hat, all right. He's not the greatest ever, you know. He's interesting to say the least. I didn't know. I forgot a lot of things about penguins. Apparently, penguins don't have orange feet, and also do not have. They don't look like this exactly, but I felt like it's still recognizable. Now, on the other side of things, we have. Oh God, it's everywhere. It's so large. On the other side of things, we have Danny Penguin. Look at how adorable this is. This is so cute. What's their name? I'm thinking that my penguin's name is... It gotta be something like... I don't know. I almost called him Ichabod because he gives off that like evil penguin vibe. We'll name him like Donald, you know. I don't know. Mr. Watson. My penguin's name is Donald. Or Edward. Edward. Yeah, we'll call him Edward. I love that name though. That's another thing I want to rewatch actually. The Sleepy Hollow movies. Like there's an animated Sleepy Hollow movie that I want to go watch again, honestly, that actually is pretty good. Your penguin stole my penguin's eggs. Yeah, we'll get to the deep penguin lore earlier on. So we have Danny's penguin. Let's shrink Danny's penguin down. Let's put Danny's penguin over here. And then on the other side of things, we're gonna add 3 image boxes and we'll switch them as we go. On the other side of things, we have freaking Lynx's penguin, who this is where the lore starts to formulate. They even have like different colored hats, you know? Let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay, well, hold on. I'm moving myself around. Whoopsies. But here we go. You can see the deep lore begins to formulate here, okay? This is when it starts to happen, all right? Lynx's penguin with the blue top hat comes out saying, "Hey man, You took my freaking eggs, and has a problem with my penguin. He's so cute. He is really cute. Oh, it's very good. I love the penguin. It looks so cute. My penguin still has his egg. Yeah, okay. So Teal's penguin's the only penguin that managed to keep Edward from stealing his eggs. So I love it though. I like the design. I like seeing everyone's different art styles. Mine looks like your sidekick, Orin, because it's purple. My little minion over there. Edgar. There you go. That's such a good name. Your penguin can be up here, up in the corner shouting from the rooftops. And then finally, we also had Teal's penguin, the only egg holder left. But Teal's penguin is so classy, honestly. I'm amazed. Like, wait till you see this dapper gentleman. Hold on, do you see this guy? Look at he's got a cane, a feathered hat. Why is it so big? I'm not really sure. That's just how it's saved. What the heck? I feel like my penguin and your penguin are business rivals. That's how I imagine it. It's so dapper though. I love it. It's very, very cool. Mr. Eggless. There you go. So we have Eggguard over here. Eggguard. We have Mr. Eggless. We have Mr. Watson, and then Teal's penguin. You said something about a feathered hat, so I did it before y'all said no. I love the feathered hat. I think it's very cool. A cane, a feathered hat. He's a pimp. I'll allow it. We hope not, but I'm on Teal's penguin side. He didn't steal my egg. So these are all the penguins all together. These are our beloved penguins all coming together. And I can't wait to see. I almost want to unravel some of mine later on. Like, I almost want to start with all of y'all's first, because I feel like chat has actually good art and my art is bad. Like, chat's art is actually all pretty good, or like really adorable. So let's do this. Let's hide my abominations with this. We'll do this layout, okay? And then we'll swap it from here. So moving past the pink, we have the bunny rabbit, okay? And for the bunny, we got Danny's bunny. God, just a cute little guy. Hey yo, Noon's art is bad. No, my art is definitely bad. my art is definitely not good. Jerry the bunny. I don't know why I get hoodwinked bunny vibes from Jerry. Ow, what the hell? That was so gigantic. I forgot that we moved. Wait, that's the wrong button. Whoopsies. Okay, so stop. I didn't. Oh, look, I have the right to say that I think my own art is bad. All right, I can admit that my art is bad. All right, my bunny looks awful. Okay, but that's okay. All right, these are all warm ups. Okay, my penguin. No, your penguin is great. What are you talking about? The hoodwinked bunny was my inspiration? Really? Oh my god, are you actually serious? I'll say thank you for the head pads. Thank you. Ow, Jesus Christ. Stop. I'm getting my head pads. You can't hit me while I'm getting head pads. Stop. You're gonna make me cry. You want me to cry? Okay. Okay. Moving on. Let's see how it's gonna be. Whip. Okay. We were on such good terms, chat. Think about it. I'll give you this one chance. All right. This is your one. Hold on. Let's chat. This is your one opportunity to say you're sorry, to admit you were wrong, and we can leave it behind. We can leave it in the past. All right. We don't have to we don't have to do anything. We don't have to worry about the, you know, we don't have to worry. All right. We can leave it all behind us. If you just say you're sorry, I'll forgive you, and we'll let bygones be bygones. All right. You say sorry, Oren. I shouldn't have thrown stone so much at you. Danny's a mod. He's strong. Danny is strong. They got a good arm. Danny's got a good arm. They throw good. And what if we don't apologize? I'll never forgive you. I actually have it set up to where basically randomly after so many, why would folks be so mean to such an adorable bag bean? Thank you. What the heck? See, Pink Shadow's here to protect me, to give me head pats while I'm getting absolutely bombarded. Anyway, let's do Lynx's bunny. Bunny. Ah, look at it. It's got a carrot and everything. Ah. I'm freaking out. It's so cute. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. You said your art is bad, then you say mine. I say mine shouldn't. You say no, so I won't apologize. What about me? I don't throw stuff at you. Thank you, Paj do. See, Paj also does not bully me with random fruits or chunks of meat or bicycles. Aw, I know. It's so adorable. I love it. Don't forget to hydrate, Oren. Oh yeah, I'm gonna drink my tea. So many bunnies? Is it Easter? It is not. I don't remember. I think Bunny was literally the only. I rushed my bunny. I think your bunny is really good though. Like, if that's you rushing, that's crazy because this is Teal's bunny, which is really, really good. like really, really good. So if that's rushing, then I don't know. Me rushing looks like 20 times worse than this. So this is really amazing. Yeah. I would, if this is rushing, I would love to see what full on like taking your time would look like for the bunny. Teal's bunny looks so cuddly. I know. This is a little friend. Teal's bunny looks like, I would say all of these in different regards. Like if you look at Danny and Lynx's bunny, they look like the little chibi plushies, but Teal's bunny looks like one of those more like medium-sized ones you could actually like hug, you know, and like it grab its little bunny arms to the side, like one of those ones, you know. I draw really fast. I tell myself to draw fast because I'm so impatient. I draw really slow because I'm a perfectionist. So I have to keep redoing things that I've already done. All right, but here's the thing, chat. Are we ready for my bunny? Hold on. Let's move this over here. Let's move this. And let's move Danny's. We'll keep these off to the side. We'll do this then. This is a better way of doing this, I think. There we go. All right. Are you ready for my bunny though? Drum roll, please. My bunny is got no name. He's the I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. I don't know why I did this. Someone has to stop me. This is awful. I think this is the descent into madness for me. I love that bunny. I hate this bunny. The bunny from the ring. I don't. Okay, look. The only reason this bunny ended up like this, it wasn't this way before. I accidentally inverted the pupils and then it looked really creepy, and I was like, well, I guess I could do creepy, especially with the brush. And then all of a sudden, eventually, like when we gave it a black background and then just like this ring, I was just like, well, it looks evil now. I tried to get you a place in the psych ward, but you didn't want. No, I'm fine. I don't need to go. I'm good, Jai. I'm good. Let me go get the rest of the art though. I don't know though. That and what's next? Oh, Dino is next. The dinosaurs. Oh god. To be fair, I drew my white bunny plush. I had a reference. Yeah, I had no reference. For mine. I think I'm just gonna save these as untitled art. I think honestly, did anyone else keep, like, when you were little, when people were bebe, did they have what do you call it? Also, Teal, you didn't draw a dinosaur, so we can't show off your dinosaur. And I don't see your dino, so I don't think you drew one for that prompt. I think you were AFK. I think you had to go do something. So, let's show off. Teal's bunny will remain. So instead, we will show off Danny's amazing, fantastic Dino Nuggie in a party hat. Which is just a cute little design, and actually very Dino Nuggie accurate, I would say. I haven't had one in a while, but I would say this is pretty spot on, honestly. Dino Nuggie, Tony the Dino Nuggie. Wasn't that the name, Tony? Or Tommy? Tommy or Tony? 30 to 40 centimeters? Oh, that's big, right? I don't know. I'm an American. We use foot, the feet system. We're all about the gripper system. The name is Tommy with one M. Oh, that's so cute. I like that. And then we have Lynx's dino, which I adore. I adore this dino. And it has rainbow scales just in time for Pride Month. I don't know if that's intentional, but it's very cute, and it was pointed out to me by Geeky when I showed him art. It's like 1.2 feet. I love that dino. I do too. It makes me feel like my dinosaur could have been on the path to greatness had they not become this. Had my dino not been this, maybe it would have been, maybe if I had not used the droplet spray brush, and maybe if I knew what a dino like looked like, then I wouldn't have ended up with whatever this sad monstrosity is. Your dino is so funny to me. You kind of went the cursed way. I feel like I really went the cursed route with all of my art from this point forward, for the most part. Do I have any cute art past the beginning? I do have the cute ghost. Okay, I have one cute thing, which is when I saw everyone else's. I'm going to talk about emo sad dino. Yeah, I'm going to talk more about like certain things when we get towards the end. There were some pieces that were like definitely very, 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 very cool. That I want to like hone in on. There's so much I feel like I can learn from you guys when it comes to like technique and just general, like, I don't know, just like how you do certain stuff. To me, it's so cool. Of the polka dot birthday hat on Orin's purse dino. The sad 3 polka dots. It looks more like a dunce cap than it does like a party hat. It looks like a polka dot like dunce cap that they would put on someone when they put him in the corner. We'll leave him up while we grab our next set of contestants, which I think what's next. Oh yeah, okay. So technically we have 2 for this category. We technically have 2 submissions from Lynx in this category. And we also have chat is very afraid of my drawing. So be warned. Save image. Okay, but don't worry, we have everyone for this one. So the next prompt was sad clown. And for sad clown to start, we'll start with Danny's sad clown. Do you not like them? No, I really like all these actually. It's the reason I said it like that is because obviously we'll save the secret. But one of them is a little cheeky because of something I said early on. Sad clown is actually really good. I just know the chat hates mine. My clown doesn't look like a clown. I mean, hey, yours is a modern clown, alright? Whereas for Danny's, we have such a like old style clown that's so cool to me. Like the way that you did like the little neck thing and like the I don't know, just whatever you used to do this was very, very interesting. I really kind of like how it turned out a lot, honestly. There's something about it that looks very I don't know, like I would love to see this as like a full like entirely rendered piece. It's really really cool. I used watercolor too. Yeah, it's really cool. I like it a lot. For Danny's, or not Danny, for Lynx's though, this is what I was talking about. Trying to say I'm a clown. Do I look like a clown for you, huh? You want me to put on my nose, huh? You think it's cute making me a sad clown? I actually do like this a lot. It's very funny. But clearly there's one detail that is incorrect. Clearly, I don't have a mouth, so I would have obviously painted I would have painted red more around the eyes. I don't know. I do love it a lot. It's really, really cool. I actually do think that a clown emote would be funny at some point, so I like this as inspiration. I will definitely keep this in mind and save this for later. It's very funny to me. I'm just so sad. I think I'm sad because I became a clown. And then we also have the other one, which I love this because this is also equally terrifying to me for some reason. There's something about this style. I think it's just the black eyes, you know? Very dark, sad clown eyes. For anyone who has a fear of clowns, this is definitely not the part of stream that you want to be a part of, but I do love the rainbow wig. I have to say that. The rainbow wig does kind of like bring it all together. I think it's really, really cute. I mean, you can't have the clown, the white face clown without the rainbow wig. Funny how? Do I look like a clown to you? Can't help but think of Joe Pesci. Yeah, I've still never seen that movie, but I know that scene. And then we also have Teal's clown, which Teal says does not look like a clown. I also need to rotate yours, Teal, so that it's not. How do I do this? Let me. Whoopsies, that's the wrong way. Boom, there we go. I fixed it. There we had Teal's clown. I actually kind of look. I actually kind of like it. I like the jacket, the polka dot jacket. I think it's cute. I think it's cool. Just absolute waterfall of tears coming down though. But I mean, we can all tell that it's a clown. I like it. I think it works. I don't know. I don't know why you hate it so much. I think it's good. I think it's good. I don't know. There's some, I like it's I like here's my thing. I like that they're all very it feels like we have the different eras of clowns up here, right? We've got, you know, very old school clown with Danny. We've got kind of like middle of the road clown. Like when I think of clowns most of the time, like growing up, I see like Lynx's clown, and then I could see this being like modern clown. Honestly, you know, like 2023 clown, you know, wears the polka dot jacket, has the actually somewhat semi stylish hair, you know. I like it. I don't know. I think it's good. I think it's good. I don't know why. I don't know why everyone hates their stuff so much. I think it's really cute. I was never scared of clowns. I found them funny and adorable. But then I stayed away from Pennywise. Yeah, I'm not really super afraid of clowns because my grandfather was a clown, so I didn't really have that same like built-in fear. Teals is the class clown. This is a deep introspection into my soul. This is how I feel. I love Pennywise. I love that Bill Skarsgård, I think his first name is Bill, I don't know, but I love that he plays Pennywise the clown and is just absolutely haunting. But like, that's a very handsome man, you know? Who knew that Pennywise, underneath all the makeup and all the other stuff, was just so handsome? You know? Who knew? And then obviously though, BRB in a minute, yeah, no problem. Just in time to leave because I am bringing out everyone seems to look. I know everyone thinks that their clowns are bad or that they didn't like them, but everyone seems to have a universal agreement that they hate my clown, which I'm I'm not quite sure. Scary. I heard from Yuki told me that he was genuinely scared of this clown that I've drawn and created. Um and he said that for some reason, somehow, the fact that it's badly drawn makes it like 20 times worse. Like, there's something about the fact that he's not drawn correctly. And Orange Clown looks like he's in a straitjacket for some reason. He is. Yeah. Oh, he is. Yeah. I put him in that because chat was so afraid of him, and I was like, but look, chat, he's all bound up now. He can't hurt you. I don't know why I decided to do this. This has got to be the creepiest bad drawing I've ever created for the stream. And I'm not gonna bother you with your new sleep paralysis demon anymore. I'm gonna take him away. We're gonna get him out of there, and we're gonna move on to the last like cutesy thing that I think we had, which the cutesy we're gonna do the ghosts, the cute ghosts, which honestly, upon seeing all the cute ghosts the chat created, I'm a little jealous. I thought mine was really good, but back. Oh, just in time. You missed out on my awful creepy clown. So you don't have to see your sleep paralysis demon. Don't worry, Lynx. The ghosts. I love the ghosts. If you're gonna tell me that you think that your ghost is bad, I am going to literally flip a table. I think these are so cute. Question: when's Orin's grandfather worked as a clown? Was he in a circus? No, my grandfather was a shrine clown, I think is what it's called. Which sounds like very odd, but basically, they're like clowns that do charity work for the church that my grandparents went to. So they would like do, yeah, I don't know much about it, but that was the whole gist of it as far as I understand. He would like go and like, they were called Shriners or something like that, and they would go and like do like a lot of fundraising stuff. But they were like attached to like the church that we went to. So was that a pupper? That was my pupper. That was my older pupper. She's barking right now at something. I'm not sure. I like mine, but the dirty jokes that came out drawing the ghosts was funny. What dirty jokes came out drawing ghosts? Oh, that I remember now. Never mind. I remember. My memory has been fixed and corrected. Okay, let's change. Let's show off Danny's ghost, not clown. This one. Okay, see, y'all had a universal. I think Shriners do a lot for sick children, from what I understand. Yeah, that as well. I think. I was so young when he did it that I don't remember a lot of the ins and outs of it. So I was very, very little when he was actively still doing that. But anyway, we also have Ghosty up here. And look, this is what I'm talking about. Everyone, for some reason, had the same kind of like general like idea. Like, I'm gonna do the sheet ghost, where it's kind of like the little circle, simple, baggy, cute thing. And I like it a lot. But somehow I forgot about this design of adorable ghost. I don't know. Yeah, simple but cute. It's very simple, but it's very, very cute. And I think that that's like, I don't know. I like that. That's why I like chibi stuff a lot. It's very, 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 very adorable, which is how I feel about all these. Now, I'm going to do freaking Lynx's next. This blows me away. And the reason I say that, I'll say the same about freaking like something that Teal did later on as well. And honestly, the same, like, I'll have to go grab it in a minute. I think, Danny, you did a freaking the beach avocado wedding thing that was really really good. Like honestly, probably my favorite of the ones you did, other than the clown. I think like the clown might have been my favorite that you did, Danny. But this ghost is absolutely amazing. I love it. It's so simple, but like I love the lighting effect and like the blue eye. It's just so freaking cool and cute, and I would love to do that. It looks really really good. The glow and everything. You went hard on this one, and I really like it. Yeah, that one is definitely very 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 amazing. And we also have Teal's very adorable ghost as well. Oh, I gotta rotate our little buddy. Oh my god. I wanna make sure, hold on. Look at him, look at him, look at him. I like ghosts. Yeah, look at it. This what they look, if I saw this gaggle of ghosts coming into the house, I would never be scared of ghosts ever again. All of these little friends, they just want to say hey. They just want to give hugs and love, all right? These are like Casper cuteness. Like I think some people think Casper is really cute, but no, these are adorable. A little smile and heart. Ah. Ghosts are great, yeah. And goats. I would protect all these ghosts, yes. And then we have my ghost, which I feel this is Fred. And Fred's a thing. Fred exists. Fred the ghost. that was the joke, is that he either is he kind of does look, he has a striking resemblance to mayhaps not a ghost but something else entirely. So we had to write boo so that you wouldn't think that. That's how he died. Poor Fred. Fred is, yeah. I'm gonna put Fred away. I don't like how dirty that ended up. Honestly, in the end, I'm a little disappointed in myself. He didn't make it in time. What the heck? All right, let's do the last ones then. Hold on, one sec. Let's wrap it up with the freaking the skull, which I think everyone did really well with the skull, honestly. I know that Danny, you weren't super happy with yours, but I would disagree. I think yours is still very very good. Because we're about to see all different types of skulls right now. All right, we're gonna see animal skull, peepo skull, different styles of skull. It's so cool. I love it so much. Are you gonna show the avocado weddings too? Yes, but I'm gonna save those for last because, or maybe I should do those now. I'll do those now, I guess, since that would mean that the last one will be the one we all spent the longest on, I think. So we'll do the avocado weddings. There's also some deep lore for Lynx's avocado wedding, which I think is funny. I don't know what you use to make yours, Danny, but I really like it. It's very pretty. I want the lore. It was very in the moment, but I do remember there being some lore. Let me swap out this. Let's just start with, we'll go Danny Lynx Teal. Look at this cute beach wedding. Ah! I rushed my skull one. Your skull one is very, very cool to me. I like it a lot. Look at this. I don't know how you made this or what you used, like what brush. Like I feel like I need to zoom in for the texture on this. It's so cool. It feels like a painting, like that like that you would do in school, like when they'd give you the big, like, you know, white, you know, painting stuff, like board or whatever to work with. That's how it kind of feels or looks of like texture. It looks really really good. I like it a lot. I also really like what do you call it? I like Lynx's a lot because of the face that we have for Mr. Avocado here staring down. Or a lot of boys are into Lara Croft, but that is something special. We all love Link. Link is best boy. I have the same idea of the half avocado. Yeah, apparently it's a thing. I was not familiar with avocado wedding. I didn't know that was anything. I thought that was just a random, like the most random pick you've ever had. But yeah, it's it's very cute. I do like that actually. Yeah, look, you could say, even if you want to be very deep, you could say two halves making one whole, chat. I don't know, something along those lines. That's deep, right? And then freaking Teal's cute little avocado couple too. Ah, look at them. Oh, they're so adorable. They're so round. I almost don't want to make guacamole anymore, which I have a deep fondness of, simply due to the fact that I I don't want to ruin these happy couples, you know? They're all so happy and proud. Like what the heck? I don't want to mess this up anymore. It's so cute. All of them are. Ah. Let's do the final ones though. I don't know, I like lore. I don't actually like avocados. Wow. So you really just did this one for everyone else. Alright, let's do the skulls then to finish it all out. Let's start. Drumroll, please. This is about a team rattle. Nothing. Let's start with Danny's skull, which I know you said you didn't like, but I really appreciate it. I think it's really like actually pretty good for something that you apparently were like, I didn't think I did a great job. I think it's really good and very like, yeah, it has that graffiti vibe or like tattoo. It has like like a type of like tattoo art. Like this would be something you'd see on like the top of your hand or something. Like it's very cool. I don't know. I like it a lot. I think it's good. I think it's really good. Or like I'd see it on the back of a jacket or something, you know, for some like biker gang. I like it. I like it a lot. And then we also have Lynx's flex for saying that, oh yeah, I used to draw animal skulls all the time. I used a charcoal brush. I really like that actually. I'll have to try that out. I rushed mine. Yours is great. You hush right now. Yours is really good. We also have Lynx's though, which this is, honest to God, this is so like amazing to me. This is so accurate, honestly. I would imagine, like, really great job, Lynx. This is really good. I like this a lot. Yeah, yeah. Lynx really did dab on all of this with their accurate. I switched black and white. That's fine. I like the color. I like the red glowing eyes. It's kind of cool. Like I could imagine this like hanging up on a wall, you know? Like this being like hung up somewhere, like, and then like the eyes glowing and, you know, like in some type of like creepy ominous way. Like I like it. I think it's cool. I think I forgot some lines, but I don't care. Or I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It looks pretty complete to me. I like it a lot. Also signage. Ooh. The red eyes are a must. Yeah, definitely. I don't know why Danny doesn't like their skull. That's what I think when a skull comes to mind. Yeah, I would say so too. And then finally, we have Teal's skull, which is so cool. What the heck, Teal? Look at this. That's such a cool design. I love that. I love like the kind of like bolted in jaw with like the fluffed ears and the fur while the animal had. It's so cool. I love it so much. It's like I don't understand where your criticism with this is. Even if you were rushed to do it, it's really good. It was an old OC. I love this character then. I want to see more of this art for this character because this is really good. I love how this turned out, honestly. I think there's something very look, I think there's something really cool about like almost it kind of has like a Wendigo vibe, honestly. Right? Like where you have like like you know, part of it is skull, and then you still have like tufts of fur still left over and stuff. I think that's what it kind of reminds me of, and I really love that. Teals reminds me of Tim Burton style. Yeah, his name was Spindle, like Spindle. Oh, is Spindle open to ear scritches? Or would they bite my hand off? Yeah, I do love all of the styles that we have to show, honestly. I think these are all really good. I feel like we go from like graffiti to realism to like very, I don't know how to describe your style, Teal, but I do like it. I like kind of Tim Burton-esque almost. Yeah, I like it a lot. I'd pet it even if it kills me. Is Spindle friendly? Yeah, is Spindle. Can we cuddle with Spindle? Mm-mm. You probably appreciate a good scritch. Yay! Yeah! Scritches! And then finally, we have the one drawing that I actually was semi-proud of, which was my skull. And this was it. I don't think it's the greatest thing, but I actually do want to work on it probably some more. And for those who maybe need it, this is where the jaw is supposed to be, for this one. And then I'm gonna work on that later and then refine some other things. But yeah, I kind of want it to be like hanging down here somehow. Maybe have like some like ghostly magic threads like tying it to the rest of the skull because it's supposed to be very voodoo-esque. And yeah, I like it. So I still gonna make him a personality, but I'll make sure he's friendly. Ah, yes. Yay. All did so good. Yeah, everyone did really great. Orange reminds me of Invader Zim. I still need to post the art that I was inspired to draw this by in the Discord. This is actually based off of a postcard that I had from Disney, which was of Dr. Facilier and like some voodoo skulls, and I really loved how they were done. Not only just like the render, but also like I loved how misshapen they kind of all were. Like they're very gnarled and misshapen. The eyes aren't fully matched up. They look like they kind of give off the same vibe as like, I don't know, very very cartoony to me. But I like it a lot. Like I honestly wouldn't mind. I wish I knew who the artist that did the postcard was, honestly, at this point, because I would love to see more of their work. It's really unique. It's a really unique style. And so, I don't know. I also decided to do this one in with a hair highlighter brush, which is still the most odd decision. I don't know why I decided to use this brush to draw with. This is definitely not a great brush for drawing. I don't know what possessed me to do that, but yeah, it's kind of cool in its own way, you know. It's got a certain feel to it. You might be able to reverse image search and find the artist. I kind of want to. I want to try at some point. I want to know who did it. We were exploring. We were, but like, it's weirdly not bad in my opinion. I don't know. I feel like I will never, I'm too, like, okay, for example, I feel like I will never be able to get, like, the smooth line art that, like, what do you call it? Like, Lynx's skull has. Or even yours, Teal. Like, where it's just, like, very, like, clean, smooth lines. I feel like I don't have the hand, like, steady enough hand to do that. Honestly, I feel like most of the time mine feels very rough. So I don't know, dude. I feel like it's almost. I think the biggest thing I said when I was actually drawing this, and when like we were talking about like the entire stream, honestly, there's something kind of freeing about like doing this and being like, well, if it turns out bad, it's like, you know, well, I was just, you know, messing around anyway. So, but it's almost kind of much cooler when it actually goes well. It gives a very unique texture. So Invader Zim was short-lived, but there should be more episodes instead of Billy and Mandy. Although I do have a crush on it's Danny Phantom. Danny Phantom, man, yeah. Swoon, swoon. These are on my handshake, but I'm trying to practice smooth lines. Yeah, it's hard. I use a line stabilizer. I have that on as well, but I don't. Mine's not super great. Mine's okay. Um, I love Danny Phantom. Yeah, Danny Phantom's really good. Is it an inspiration? I would. That's, you know what, I want to draw some Danny Phantom fan art at some point. That show was peak for me when I was growing up. Bring him up once. Yeah, you should. I feel like that'd be a really good show. I think it's one of those shows that gets. Is it? I don't remember. I can't remember if the final parts of it were worse than the beginning or better than. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's kind of like let's go back to just chatting for the very end of stream. It's kind of like what do you call it? Legend of Korra, where like it's very weird in how it's structured. Where like half the time, like first season really good, second season not very good, third season, hey, that's actually really good. I like probably the best villain in the show, right? And then like the last season is it's kind of like middle ground. Yeah, it's okay. It's got like good performances, but I wasn't allowed to watch it when I was small. What the heck? I don't understand that at all. I mean, I wasn't allowed to watch. I was literally forbidden from watching SpongeBob when I was a kid. So there's that. So I guess I understand that, but it's such a weird thing. It's like there's like nothing bad. I think at the time I was told by one of my parents that it would make my freaking brain rot or something. Yeah, see, exactly. It's so weird. Ren and Stimpy always creep me out. I think I have a better appreciation for Ren and Stimpy now, and like, it's Stimpy is the real like scrawny one, right? I love if so, I love Stimpy's voice. I think that's my appreciation. I've been watching. Here's another thing I want to talk about. Since we're on the topic of art, I've been watching Avatar: The Last Airbender again, right? And on the topic of art, did anyone watch that show when it was coming out and like in its high for popularity? You know, like really soaring on the charts and stuff, right? And if so, do you remember how back in the day on like Nickelodeon, and Cartoon Network might have done this, but Nickelodeon I remember did this, where there was at one point in time where they would like on commercial breaks, right? For the commercial, they would have like an actor, like not an actor, they'd have a one of the artists come on to literally draw the character. They're like, hey, my name is such and such, I drew the art for Avatar, and this is how I drew Katara or something, or like Aang, and like literally they would show you like a speed draw of them drawing the character. And I remember as a kid I would watch that and I was like, this is so freaking cool. Can you imagine if they did that nowadays for cartoons? Like, I don't know what it is, but like I feel like I've never seen that ever again past that point. But I loved that. I loved when that would come on. That's such an entertaining little ad for the show, you know, just like showing how it's done. And like, I want to see it so badly because it was really impressive, honestly. I remember looking at it as a kid. I don't think Avatar's style was like super complex, because for any animated show, it can't be too complex, because if a show gets like too complex most of the time, with its art style, it becomes too hard to like animate, or it just takes so long, right? Because to do animation you have to do like frame by frame, and you know, some shows are a testament to that. But I remember that for Avatar, it wasn't really like a super hard to draw style or super complex, but it was still very, very impressive at the time. And it's one of those things where it's like, it's not so hard that it feels unachievable, So like me looking at it, I was like, oh, I actually might be able to do that, you know? So I summarily, so summary, I launched Jeb into orbit and got him back after 50 years and actually made intercontinental space. No, what the heck? Flash 2, what the hell happened? what? No, Jeb. Oh, our beautiful boy. He was coming home and he literally became a a rail gun that shot into the earth. No, Jeb is back. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought that Jeb was the nuke that landed on the planet. I don't know why. I just thought he came in so hot that he like caused a gigantic explosion or something. I was about to cry. I wasn't allowed to watch Phineas and Ferb, Danny Phantom, The Simpsons, Ben 10 for like no reason, Prince Gumball. Oh, Adventure Time when you were younger. I was not allowed to watch Adventure Time either. And like my mom still like she walked in when I was watching Adventure Time again and she was like, "Oh, wait, you're watching that show? I remember that." And she has like PTSD of of the first season of that show, which I don't fully understand now. Like I get it a little bit. That show's very weird in the first season. There's a lot of episodes that feel like a fever dream in the first season, but at the same time, man, the first season has some of the funniest like fucking moments I've ever seen. I love hearing Mark Hamill like just randomly pop up as so many different villains and him just sitting there like, telling Finn to like kill the ant. If you haven't seen that, I'll find that and throw that in the Discord because I was obsessed with the scene when I first watched it where he's like, "Now kill that ant." He's like, "Ah, is it evil?" He's like, "No, it's neutral. It's not aligned. Now kill that not aligned ant." I don't know why, but like old, like almost D&D-esque references killed me just hearing him do that. I don't know why. It was just, at the time, I loved it. I still love it. I don't know. It's like as the show got a lot deeper, I feel like there's less like wacky, weird episodes like that are just funny, but that's not a bad thing. The nuke was AI controlled. They'd be like a Twilight Zone twist. You're stranded in space for 50 years. Come back. You're happy to see people like this just turn into a nuke. Jesus Christ, that's awful. Spoiled the original Planet of the Apes. Oh yeah, actually. God, oh my god, I have freaking nightmares about like Lemongrab's like whole being. That was, oh no. It's, it's funny, but it's like I knew he was a bad person. Yeah, he's insane, but I'd never expected for them to tackle the totalitarian state that would become. Talking about, I recently got into Twilight Zone. I don't actually know that I know what Twilight Zone is, honestly. I feel like I've heard it tossed around, but I don't actually know what it is. So I actually, if I'm remembering correctly as well, I didn't really care much for the old Planet of the Apes movies, but if my memory serves correct, I think I actually did like the trilogy of new one. I don't know if there's 3. I don't remember how many, but I think I liked those. I think those were cool. It's a horror series, but it's like the most ironic thing. That sounds interesting. I'll have to check it out. I definitely have heard of it before, but I'm just my memory, man. But I think we're gonna have to wrap up stream here. I have to work on some stuff tonight. I have to also do a lot of chores and get myself dinner and a bunch of other stuff before I go to sleep. So I think we're gonna wrap it up here for tonight. I think, like I said, it's gonna be A shorter stream, but very cozy. I grew up with shows like Wolf Blood, The Cringe. I very briefly was into Thundercats, the rebooted one, because I wasn't old enough to watch the original, but they rebooted Thundercats, and I think I got into that very briefly. And I think for a short period of time, this will be my final revelation to chat. And chat can fight me on this, but what's the prince's name for Thundercats? Like Lion-O or something like that. They all have like lion in their names or whatever. I'm gonna be honest with you. Rebooted Lion-O is kind of hot. Anyway, my final message. Yeah, you can quote me on that. I don't care. Rebooted Lion-O kind of hot. Not gonna lie. Thank you for stream. Good luck, Orion. Please take care of yourself. Yeah, of course. Thank you. I appreciate it. I just realized I never got to the reading things. Yeah, no, we didn't, but that's okay. I don't know what we would read anyway. Wait, wasn't the speedy gal named like Panther or Panthera? Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I don't remember all the characters. I'm not entirely sure. Thank you for stream. Thank you for coming. Let's go raid someone. Let's go show some support. I don't know who we're gonna raid though. Ooh, actually, what if we raid Shizu? They're playing Lies of P. Or Resident. Oh, wait, but Lemon J. I don't know who to raid. I'll raid Lemon. We haven't seen Lemon in a while. Lemon J is so sweet, so nice, so kind. And she has her model. Okay, yeah, we're raiding Lemon. All right, go say hi to Lemon. She's super great. Y'all are gonna love her. She's really, really sweet, really, really great, really, really chill, and also a really good artist. So if you haven't already, I just wanna plug this real quick. If you haven't already, legitimately go check out her Twitter. All right, if you want to look at an artist that I've actually been like super inspired by, go check her out, her Twitter, and go look at the stuff that she's worked on. I love her render style and just all of it. It's really, really good, and she's super sweet. So make sure to go check that out if you're into art. I highly recommend it. Anyway, have a good rest of your night. Have a good rest of your weekend if I don't see you tomorrow. And thank you guys for showing up to all the recent streams. I appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed this week where we just kind of have been chilling, doing different things, because I want to kind of do that more. I think it's fun. So anyway, I'll see you tomorrow, but bye-bye. Have a good rest of your nights. I may have fell asleep a bit, so congrats. I'm glad. All right, bye-bye.